This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
Hey Tim, so it's kind of been a long journey for you. Transferring to Liberty last year, having to sit out, and then you've been banged up a lot this season. How exciting was it for you to get on the field, against Virginia Tech in these last 2 weeks to finally get on the field in a Liberty jersey?
First off, I just want to thank God for healing my body and being able to put me back out there with my brothers. First time being back out there with the guys was definitely exciting. Definitely things to learn from, and then had a lot of great experiences with my team, especially with that win these last couple of weeks. So it's just been real fun being back out there with the guys and my brothers, enjoying football and winning.
Yeah, Tim, how hard has it been sitting there watching this team have all this success over there on the sideline and in rehab and training room, and knowing that you want to be out there contributing and happy you guys are undefeated, but weren't really able to contribute?
Well, being on the sideline watching my guys, man, that's what got me through this injury for real. You know what I'm saying? And being able to get back out there was my brothers, was my teammates. You know what I'm saying? The coaches. Seeing that success kept me going. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, I'm gonna go after it every day, but having your brothers to be there for you and to be there with you every step of the way through the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? Then seeing them go out and take care of business every week, like, that meant the world to me. They got me through that injury, and God did. So that's just what it was for the moment.
Let's go to Damian Sorrell now from the Lynchburg News in Advance.
Hey, Tim, Coach Batoon was talking to us Monday, and he said that as an older guy, you knew when you were ready through this whole process of getting back on the field and knowing that, through all the setbacks that you had coming back, you knew when your body would be ready. Can you walk us through the process of what it was like to keep working back, have a setback, and then know you got to go through that process all over again?
Like you said, I kind of knew when my foot was ready to come back. Obviously, you got to deal with some things, but I kind of just started praying, giving it to God, and God let me know when it was ready and how my foot was feeling every day. It was just getting better and better. So I just took it day by day, and I was like, there's no reason to rush it because it was a serious injury. So it just came back, and everything just worked out. So, my foot feels fine. Everything feels fine. So that's how it was, just managing it every day.
Tim, obviously big game, for the Flames this week. I would imagine big game for you as well. Going back to NC State, playing on that field where you've been before, what are the feelings like here this week? What are the emotions like?
At the end of the day, we got one goal, and that's to go down there and win, and that's the focus, playing the whole team. And it's not about me, it's about this team going down there and taking care of business. So our biggest focal point is just focusing on our job and completing our mission, which is going down there and get the W. The emotions are going to be an emotion, but that's not what we're there for. We're there to take care of business and focus on each other and focus on our team and the main goal.
Knowing a lot of those guys that are still on that team down there, does that give you guys any kind of an advantage? Have you been able to kind of help your teammates on the defensive side look for some tendencies and things?
There's obviously small things that we talked about as position group and talked to some of the coaches. So some things that I do know and seen before that helped us out a lot. So any information we can get to get a step ahead, we're gonna do what we got to do. So obviously I had to help out with my coach and my teammates, just tell them little details though. But the coaches are already on it; they know what they run to, so it's okay.
Go ahead, John.
Hey Tim, we were talking with Carl Poole on Saturday, and he said that the two of you and obviously his brother are cousins. And I was just wondering, about the story of you coming to Liberty. You guys all kind of ended up there at the same time. Who was the first one that ended up committing, if you will, to Liberty, and just what was that process like of you guys ending up together at Liberty?
Well, Treyshawn Clark was the first one out of the family to be here, and then Carl and Carlos came after Treyshawn, and then with Carl, I think Carl and Carlos might have been here like a semester before or something like that, and it was kind of crazy how it worked out because they was somewhere else, and then they transferred in, and at the time I was transferring, I didn't know where I was going at the time, and then it just all rekindled back to Liberty, and I think it was just God connecting our family back and stuff like that together here. So that story is actually crazy how we all got here together. We didn't plan it; it just happened, and we just really thankful that this did happen because I'm able to be close to all of them.
Damien, go ahead.
And with Treyshawn growing up in Florida, you didn't get a chance to play with him in high school, but did you get a chance to play with Carl and Carlos when you guys were at GW?
Yeah, I did. Carl, I think Carl played with me his senior year. I think they had moved Carl up, or Carl might have been playing both JV and varsity, I think, at the time. And I was a senior playing varsity, so being able to play with Carl some then, I always knew Carl was going to be where he at now, but being able to see him then under me and then actually have him on the same team then, I kind of seeing what the future hold for both me and him. So just being able to have him there and seeing that every day was really great for real.
You have a unique story. You started in Danville. You were at GW for your freshman, sophomore years. Then you went to LCA for a year, and then you went back to GW. Did you ever think you'd come full circle and come back to this area, to finish your college career?
No, sir, I didn't. It was totally a God thing. I think God honestly led me here. I was praying about it a lot with my family, and it was just strong here. I had one of my guys here made some calls and stuff like that. So, like I said, I didn't plan to be here at all. That's why I said it's a God thing, and I met the coaches and coaching staff, fell in love with them, and the rest was just history after that.
Yeah, last one from me. Sorry, Nick.
You're
Carl,
fine.
you and Carl had a lot. You guys were celebrating quite a bit there on the sideline after his interception, and you know his journey, the sacrifices his parents have made for him, and how proud were you in that instance for him to see, where he's come from to get put on scholarship and what he's been able to do, in such a short period of time at Liberty?
Man, like words can't even explain that because I've been knowing him since he was, like I said, real small. And, see all the hard work he put in, see the trial and tribulation that he been through and to see where he at right now is remarkable. But I always knew he had it in him because he always had it in him as well as his brother. But just to have him out there making plays and doing what he do, it's no surprise to me because he always had that in him. So we just here to keep going up with him and keep putting God first and keep doing what we're doing.
Got time for maybe one or two more here. I wanted to ask you real quick, just what are some of the differences you've seen NC State on tape this year offensively as opposed to when you were there?
As far as whose offense? NC State's offense?
NC State, yeah, I was just looking at them on offense. I mean, how much different are they now than from when you were there, or are they similar?
They definitely got a similar offense, but it was a different wave there, so obviously the playing style is a little different because of the guys that's playing is different. You see what I'm saying? But they still got their regular, normal offense and stuff like that. So it ain't nothing too different that they do that I haven't seen, but it ain't nothing really new. It's just we just got to go out and capitalize. And there ain't nothing special about them.